Hello again. If you're a regular viewer of this blog, and I know you are because the response again has been tremendous, you've probably noticed that the one common denominator, and you can do the math if you like, leave that up to you, is that each day in my life is seemingly bigger than the one before it. And that's also true of today. I mean, I can't even imagine tomorrow being bigger than today, but it inevitably will be if everything holds to formula. But because today I am formally meeting with Brenda Naismith, remember her, and her team, to re-engage the rollout of Christopher product. And we want to make sure that it hits shelves as soon as possible. So be patient. Help is on the way. Um, yeah, so we're going to continue to plant the seeds of Christopher product. And it'll be an honor. I can't wait for the day where you get to put my seed in your hair. It'll be an honor for me and for you, obviously. So I can't wait for that day to come. But today, I'm kind of nervous, so just to clear my head prior to the meeting, which is taking place later this afternoon, I walked the floor of my latest salon, Christopher Salon, the fourth one, Christopher 4, that's not its official name, but there's four of them now, kind of like George Foreman and his kids, but in salons instead of children. But today, as I was walking the floor, I couldn't help but notice the electricity that was circulating in the air, as well as the benign chemicals that result from hairspray. Don't worry, come on down. It's completely safe. We've got approved and signed off on. But yeah, it was great. It was crowded. It was bustling. People were in. It was exciting. A lot of in our business, we always say the more head, the more bread. And head was not a problem today. There was plenty of head floating around. And the excitement kind of reminded me of when I first got started in the business. I don't want to give too much personal background away because when my hairline is inevitably a success, a book deal will probably be imminent. So I want to save some juicy bits for the book. Haven't gotten a title yet. I haven't written it either, so don't want to put the cart before. I don't know whether there's a cart and there's a horse. I know there's some kind of divine order there. I don't want to mess up the sequence, but I just don't want to get ahead of myself. Well, just to give you some personal background, when I came over from England, I was situated in a small, modest, humble barber shop in Cleveland, Ohio. It was so small. In fact, it even had the pole in front of it with the swirling red, white, and blue colors. Those were never my cup of tea. Kind of disturbing, actually, for me. Kind of conjured up the image of a clown in a blender. So that's something I haven't employed in my salons. But it was during the mid-90s, and I'm not ashamed to say that I didn't have a formal education. I came from the School of Hard Knocks, also beauty school as well. Have a certificate of completion framed in my office. Come on by, I'll show it. But yeah, it was during the mid-90s, during the Friends craze. You know Friends, Chandler Bing. And it was a unison, men and females came in, and females would come in and say, "Make me look like this." And they showed me a picture of Rachel. I said, "I'll do my best." Not everybody is blessed with the same features, obviously, but I'll do my best. You're trusting me with the look. And so people constantly wanted the Rachel, give me the Rachel. And you know what, got tiresome, it got a bit played out. It's been done, Rachel's been done, both in the salon and on the show. I mean, she was a bit of a loose character. So I wanted to differentiate myself from the crowd. What can I develop? What can I innovate? So, same Friends thing. I decided to master the Ross. A neat, short, clean look that, shaped the face, brought out the best features. And, paid off. Quickly became the in vogue look of the burgeoning lesbian community in Cleveland, Ohio. So that's where I first got my start. You can read the book for the rest of the details, but that's how I got started and opened my salon. So that's today. Today's been a bit of a day of reflection for me, because right now it's kind of the calm before the tornado, or your storm of preference. Because I'm meeting with Brenda, and it's an honor to work with Brenda. She sees something in me, and I hope one day I can reciprocate and see something in her. But in a preliminary meeting, she said, "You know what, Christopher, I like you, and people will like you." And I said, "Well, they already do, so let's not be too presumptuous." But yeah, she's like, "I like you because you're an optimistic visionary." And she's right. I am optimistic, very optimistic person. I always see the glass half full or pitcher half full. Depends on what you're drinking, how thirsty you are, I suppose. But yeah, and just an example, just to illustrate, that assessment. About 2 weeks ago, a very high-profile client came into my salon. Won't reveal names. It's actually an embarrassing episode for her, so we'll just leave her concealed. But it turned out for the best, I think, in my estimation. But she came in and she said, "Christopher, I'm thinking about cornrows," and I said, "Oh, really? Oh, not on board with that decision. However, she made a deposit, already cashed it, so she was the boss." But I said, "You know what? Despite my ambivalence to the look, let's seize this as an opportunity, to do something great." So I said, "Sit down, be patient, read a magazine. I'll be right back." So disappeared. Came back about 2.5 hours with a huge bushel of corn. Went to a farmer's market up in Connecticut. So bought the corn back and spent the next 3 hours intricately weaving the stalks of corn into a scalp. It's a very intricate process. Give it authentic cornrows. And the end result with this was this beautiful, blooming kind of headdress. It was a cornucopia of fashion, a hair of plenty, a dream catcher. Those were the three names we came up with for the look afterwards. We whiteboarded it out. We'll put it to a vote, maybe. Maybe if you want to send in your favorite name, we can make it official. So it was a great success. Unfortunately, after she left the salon, she was swarmed by a flock of pigeons, ruining the look. But she complained, which was consistent with her demeanor throughout the whole process. She was very stubborn, dogmatic, antsy, moving around a lot. That's another reason why I want to conceal her name. Don't want to talk trash. But yeah, so that's the price you pay for innovative experimentation. That, and $450 for the cut. That's a standard rate. Didn't charge her for the corn though. Understood her pain. But that's where I am right now. I'm gonna meet with Brenda later today. I'm gonna start making my way over there now, and I'll come back and fill you in the details. So if you want to play this over, go for it for the time being. But I will come back and give you a full report. So in the meantime, toodles.